Welcome back to the channel, guys. Tum Energia martial arts. Niek Magel is helping us out today. We're going to do some extra stuff on the shin to shin guard. We already have a basic video with the framework and entering into the single leg kicks. Today we're going to do the cool stuff. We're going to do some different sweeps and enter into some nice leg locks. Oes! Okay, so to enter into the shin to shin, the basics, check out the other video and all the framework, etc. We're gonna do, our first sweep here is gonna be like a Sumi gaeshi. Now we need some space behind us, Niek, so let's go here. So for the Sumi gaeshi, I wanna enter into the shin to shin, yeah? I wanna frame off with this one, and I'm gonna kick underneath his far side glute. I'm gonna kick Niek over with the shin to shin combined. Now to prevent him from collapsing on top of me, I'm gonna use his hand to frame on his chest or his close side armpit. So I'm reaching up. Okay, so we're entering into the shin to shin. I reach over and I actually want to completely swing him over this side, switch, yeah, and enter on top position. Now to follow up, yeah, after the Sumi gaeshi, I have to switch, get that leg, and to prevent him from taking a triangle or close guard. So let's see the follow up one more time. Enter the shin to shin, go underneath with the Sumi gaeshi, especially if he leans in a bit to pressure him for the pass. I lean over, throw him over, switch, and I get on top. And I want to put my chest on his knee so I can pass this way to prevent him from coming this side and playing half guard really tight. So I use the momentum of falling down, control his hip, start working to the side. Now a small variation, if he manages to keep his balance, which might happen as he sees it coming or whatever, he's just a bit more balanced, and my kazushi isn't working, as I kick him over and he keeps hopping on that leg, I'm gonna enter straight away into the Kani basami on the secondary leg. So here I wanna do the Sumi gaeshi, I kick him over, in this case my leg kicks underneath, curl back, and enter into the saddle for 11, start attacking my leg locks. It's just like going into single leg X, then peeling the foot off, going into this X guard reverse X, and then pummeling over into the Kani basami, but we skip all those steps, we go straight forward. One more time. We enter for that Sumi gaeshi movement, yeah. He keeps his legs closed, he keeps his balance, and then the foot that's on the shin to shin is gonna weave underneath, kick through, curl him over, and get into this 411. The good thing is I also have the secondary leg, so I can immediately start getting that double trouble control, yeah. Start working the leg over, getting heel exposure, etc., and start attacking. Now, but before we go in depth on my leg locks, I wanna give you one more sweep from here. So in this case, the hand isn't cupping the knee, as we saw in the previous video with the basic fundamentals. I'm gonna cup the knee real tight, and it gives me a free hand. Now my second hand is immediately gonna grab his leg, which I could use to go with the single leg X sweep, but in this case I'm gonna do like an ankle pick. I'm gonna throw him that side. So let's get a little bit more on this angle, Niek. Nice, beautiful. So as I reach for his shin, I'm gonna lift his shin up towards his butt. I'm not gonna lift it to the side. I'm gonna fall to the same side, but instead of kicking my leg through, like I would for single leg X, I'm gonna keep the shin elevated. I bring his knees together, and my free hand is gonna cup the far side knee, like so, as I ankle pick him and throw him over. Let's see what happens. So I have this shin to shin, I fall to the side, I kick this, throw him over, and I put my chest once again on his knees. Now it's very important that I go towards his hip as soon as possible. Otherwise he will just frame up, AB out, and I have to chase him and play in his guard. Mind you, as long as I stay on top, I score my points for the sweep. Doesn't matter if I get the good hip control or not, but I don't want to get him up, because if he does so within a few seconds, I won't score my sweep. So in that case, I kick him up. My free hand is gonna trap his knee, and this hand, the posting hand, is gonna grab his ankle like an ankle pick. I bring his knees together, so I'm not going for the single leg X. I bring his knees together, tumble him over, boom, and start working. I can control the knees here or here, and go for the hip, start getting my pass, and getting the stop position. So those are some basic sweeps. Now we go into my favorite game. We're gonna enter for leg locks. Now, the basic stuff, going into single leg X, reaping, going into 50-50, or playing the X guard, that's all fine and cool. We're now gonna do some early game reactions. So what tends to happen in real life is as soon as I play guard, and I start coming in for the shin to shin, people either gonna go forward, trying to catch rolling kimuras or knee cut passes, or they're going to disengage. We're gonna look at two ways he can disengage and mix it up with leg locks from there. So for the first one, let's get a little closer because we're gonna fall backwards. So as soon as I go for the shin to shin, and I try to catch this leg, he steps that leg back, like so. Now, if he does so, that brings this leg forward, right? That's very easy. So if we're here, he will not put this leg here for me to attack. Yeah, he's leaning in this way. But as soon as I try to catch this shin to shin, he steps backward. That's what I'm gonna use. Now, this leg should be here to lift off normally with my knee in between so it doesn't get mount position as we've seen in the previous video. So I enter into that shin to shin, and as soon as he goes, I kick this leg through and Imanari roll to catch the full 11 on the secondary leg. So you see, we need to be a bit more this side. One more time. I try to go for the first leg, and I always like to switch up all my leg lock attacks with both legs. So he's defending one, I'm catching the other. He's defending the other, I'm catching the one. So I go into for my shin to shin. He steps back, my secondary hand reaches inwards. Yeah, I kick this leg through, roll, lift my hips, and get him over. Yeah. As soon as we land, I can either catch my shin and get the top position. Yeah. Or immediately start attacking for the inside heel hook, or best yet, because we fall this way, I reach up and get my control. Let's look at it in full speed. Playing my guard, shin to shin, switching, getting my Imanari roll. Okay, the next one is a bit static, so final one. We managed to get the shin to shin, and my opponent's reaction, instead of going in, where I can just do my normal shin to shin, or instead of him pushing the opposite way, where I can get my Sumi gaeshi, he's actually leaning back and posting on my shoulder. Now it tends to happen that I slide my arm out because it's hard for me to now reach in. He's blocking his knee, he's locking his knee. Now we've seen this technique on our DVD, Leglocks Unlocked Part 2, where we go full in depth. And I'm just going to show you what I do from here. So I get my shin to shin, and he frames his knee out, and he's blocking my shoulder, which gives me some space. Yeah. Now I can use this to disengage or to wrestle up into single legs. We're not going to go that way, we want the leg lock, but there's more there. So the more he pushes away, yeah, the more I need to be pulling. Normally I use my shin to block him from coming in. Now I use this hand to keep his knee close. So put your knee out, this hand is keeping the knee close. I'm going to switch my grips and I'm going to switch my legs. Now my leg pommels to like this low X, yeah, like this way or this way, yeah. My leg pommels to the low X, keeping control of his shin, and my hand switches like so, wrist deep. So this hand is here. So there's no way he can pull this leg back. So we're here. Normal shin to shin, he frames on the shoulder, switch, switch, as I pommel my legs here. Now, as I go, I take this first leg out, so I have like a reverse shin to shin, fall through, kick over, and get my backside 50-50 entry, catching the heel hook, yeah, keeping his good control of his hamstring, kicking out. So I don't necessarily need to close the triangle here, but for that I refer to our DVD. Catch this nice heel hook or reverse figure 4, and bridge to the mat. And I have a slight pop on the ankle. You good? Yeah. Nice. Let's see that last one more time and then we're done. So as soon as he disengages the leg and he managed to step it back, we have the Imanari roll. But if I catch it and he starts framing and pushing, I can always wrestle up if you want to do so. Make a get up, curl, stand up. But in this case, I pommel my leg, switch my grips, go into this kiss of the dragon, backside 50-50, framing the secondary leg. So if he wants to backstep to 50-50, I delay him a bit. And if he does manage to get to 50-50, I upgrade to my 90-10 and start finishing here with inside heel hook. One more time, the other angle. Shin to shin. Yeah, he frames, pommel my legs, switch, block, backside 50-50, close my grip, figure 4. Yeah, bring my chest to the mat, finish there, bridging into the side of his knee. Okay, so guys, there you have it, some more advanced options. I know it was a bit much. We tried to keep the video short, so just pause, go back, or put it on half speed. And if you guys want to get more in depth into the Leglock systems, check out our DVD on BJ Fanatics, Leglocks Unlocked, or Leglocks Unlocked Part 2. Thank you, Niek, for showing this. See you guys in the next one. Always.